Hello, Grant community. Let everybody gather there. Let's reason together. Actually, what happened in the Grant space today is so laughable. Something that people did not expect. Something that people least expect from Madam Gozi's work. She came out today to give a voice note saying that, I quote her, she said, there are some things you see or you hear, you will know that this one is not true, that this one is a lie. She made a statement based on the issue of dates, the new date, the proposed date being the 28th of this month, and she came out to address that issue. And the way she talked to the grant ecosystem is so laughable, and I keep telling everybody in my platform here that we should be careful of the latest scam, and it is surfacing, it's going on. Could you imagine what she came out to dish out to the grant ecosystem? She came out on Saturday to tell us that the people are here and that disbursement will commence, if not this week, next week. Everybody was so happy, jubilation everywhere. And she came out this afternoon to give a voice note regarding the proposed date that makes people to be panicking in the grant space. Let's address this issue very quickly. She even mocked the followers in the grant space, saying that so many people reason from their annuals. Could you imagine such statement coming from somebody that came out last week to give hope to people? That people in the grant space reason from their annuals. She will come out and ginger the people, tell the people that everything is done, and the same Madam Gozi's will come out to tell the Nigerians that they reason from their annuals after giving hope and gingering those selling slot to continue to sell slots. And she will never even mention anything about the slot selling that is all over the place. Now, the issue is here. She said that IMF is not in Nigeria. I don't know what anybody... Sorry, I don't know why she would come out to tell the people that IMF is not in Nigeria. The issue here is that we remember the time she came out to tell the general public that IMF is begging the federal government to do the disbursement. And to the extent that IMF gave federal government 4 days ultimatum that disbursement should commence. The same guy Israel came out today to tell the general public that it was IMF that proposed the 28th day of this month to be the disbursement, to kickstart the disbursement. And now, federal government now is begging IMF to bring it down so that the money will be shared to the people. The same because Israel was telling us that federal government, IMF was begging federal government. Now, federal government is now begging IMF, saying that IMF, they have other African country that they are going to visit and also to do something, and that they will not be able to make it till that 28th. Now the question is, does it mean that IMF doesn't have staffs, representatives that can be sent to all these countries that are in need, and that they are ready to carry out disbursement or whatever transaction they have? They have a lot of staffs. Now, we will not go there. The one that pains me the most is the beginning of her VN. She said, oh, I forgot that I recorded that sleeping is not good, or uh, not feeling fine is not good, something like that. And that she ended up saying that nobody should send her a message, nobody should chat her or send a V note to her, that she is not feeling fine. Imagine, after milking so much money from the poor masses. Imagine the gods, after positioning NGOs to make money. As I speak with you, proof of payment is flying all over the grant community. She's now telling the people never to chat, never to call. Of course, this woman has not been picking call for ever since she started making VN in the grant space. You see the level of maturity and the people we have in the grant space. That's why I keep telling people, don't pay. Don't pay. Relax. Don't pay to these guys. They know what they are doing. Now, what I used to tell people is plain out. And now people will come to my comment section and be cussing me. This is what I've been saying. Now, how far? Who would have think that it will pass that June to July, and July ending, of which it will not be even possible this July? Quote me anywhere. Even though she said that it can even come before the 28th, which is their usual statement. We all know that. That is their usual statement. But all the same, we pray that God guides people, that puts their heart and their minds in this, because this can really lead people to having BP. That's why I keep warning. The other day I told people to go out for their normal business, that these people are not serious. They were coming and discussing and talking about nonsense in my comment section. But I'm helping people here. Okay. By the way, Madam God is well and Osim, those two people, they are the ones causing issues in this grant ecosystem. Other than that, people would have rest. Look at the recent extortion admin Elyz bring to the grant ecosystem, and he's cashing out big time. The guy is cashing out big time, all in the name of logistics. People are just cashing out big time, but the sweat of the poor masses, be rest assured that you will never go cut free. Something terrible will happen to you. I gave a testimony of somebody that cashed out from the sweat of the poor masses. He took all his money to CBEX, and all the money vanished, to the point that he was assuming that he will recall the money when CBEX flashed that they are fake money again. He now put $100 again, and the money went again. That is the God that people are serving. So if you are okay now, you collect the money, you don't have issue, my brother, my sister, issue will come. Have conscience and put a stop to all the extortion that is ongoing. Osim on its own came out right now to give another information, saying the disbursement dates flying and on social media might have been interpreted or misunderstood the details. It's possible that the information is being spread inaccurately or incompletely, leading to confusion. This is Osim saying, given the context, the person might be referring to a deadline of the 28th for the disbursement, but the exact start date hasn't been shared due to insecurity reason. This implies that the disbursement could happen anytime before the 28th of this month. This has always been the message, to keep the people, to keep collecting and selling slot. It is so bad, and we can help ourselves. I personally, I would DM a very dark man, every other fighters should join me. Let's bring these people to book. And in fact, all the proof of payment is here with me. We'll fight the fight to the end because it's becoming something else, because everybody's just keeping quiet and watching them acting the drama. You don't have any money. You came out collecting the poor masses' money, thinking that you go cut free. It's time that you will hear, and also you will learn the hard way, according to a very dark man. What is really going on? Everybody was expecting to receive the money this week, and look at what is happening. That IMF is not here. Could you imagine? Another message flying all over social media is, I think it's just saying the same thing. After all the outcome of the visit abroad was presented yesterday to the federal government of Nigeria. I mean, okay. It was unveiled that IMF World Bank theme choose 28th of this month to be the disbursement. According to IMF World Bank theme, they have other African countries to attend to before this mentioned date. However, the stakeholders are pressing to bring it closer. Anyway, my beautiful subscribers, here we are. Remain blessed and don't pay any money to anybody, because the people are not serious. But because you invest, let's keep watching them. The end will tell. Thanks for joining us.